boom, 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 boom. Look at that spike.
Damn, peaked it immediately.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one thing if I'm gonna get through this.
Energy.
Yeah.
Break out the 8-ball.
I don't
Call
know.
it like the football in the 90s.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. The recording is easy. Let me give you my dilemma. My big dilemma. Obviously, I've been up since 11 a.m. yesterday. I work tomorrow morning.
Okay.
When the fuck am I supposed to sleep?
Tonight.
Because if we... Yeah, tonight. So I should stay up another 12... That's where I'm sitting at right now. It's like I should stay up another 12 hours, run this till 32 hours up, and then crash.
Yeah.
Fucking... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Well, then you'll figure it out. You're a grown man.
Or just crash now and then be up another 24-hour segment.
Whatever feels better to you, man.
I'll just kill myself instead. After all, what do I have to look forward to?
Tell me about the Philly sports teams. How you feel about that?
I don't wanna.
I think you should.
It feels like a replay of when they won the division, where I am a little bit out of energy. I think I'm still furious enough to whip up some nonsense about it. About all the Philly sports teams, I don't like the Flyers, so I don't care. They have not won a Stanley Cup since I've been alive.
Well, they're not your team, though.
Yeah, but you said Philly sports teams, and
We don't care about. Who
yeah,
cares about the Flyers?
They're locked into the whole thing. It's been so long that they won a Stanley Cup that there's a graphic that the NHL puts out every year, and it's like Stanley Cup champions over the past X amount of years, and it's a long time frame. Like it's like 30 years or something, and the Flyers have now aged out of it. They're not on the list. It's now been so long because they haven't won them since like the 70s.
Oh, jeez.
All this to say, no one assumed the Flyers would win their home opener. I'm just mentioning them because people like to talk about the trio of nonsense that was that day. Other than that, I don't care.
And if we're going to be honest, the Flyers are Philadelphia's fourth franchise.
I thought the 76ers was their fourth franchise.
That's crazy.
Okay, if we're being honest, they're fourth and fifth because the Union are... They just won the... Didn't they just win the supporters thing? The supporters trophy? The
Soccer
Union?
will never be big over here. Like, I thought about the Wings and the Union. The Wings are easily the worst. But it's definitely Sixers at 3, Phillies at 2, Eagles at 1. Or they're 3 big franchises.
If only they were good.
Well, the Eagles are good. I think.
Hold up, I'm trying to get the name of the thing that they won.
The name of the thing that they won.
I was kind of hoping that you just knew the answer.
What? What, the Flyers?
The thing that it is the supporter shield. I was unsure if that was correct, and you didn't.
Oh, I'm not watching the MLS.
Why not?
Because I'm spoiled by good football overseas. To be fair, the MLS has gotten much, much better. And it actually is kind of enjoyable to watch.
I'm trying to buy in. I'm trying.
If you buy in, I'll buy in.
I'm working on buying in.
Here's the problem. I hate the Union's colors and their badge.
Really?
Yes, I do not like the dark blue and khaki. It just reminds me of school uniforms. Like, I don't like it. It's because I feel like every other team is just cooler looking. Like, if I were to pick, the team I did support for the longest time was Toronto FC. I loved Toronto, but that was because I loved Sebastian Giovinco. He was one of my favorite players to use on FIFA. And then I loved the Orlando City, but that was just because Kaká was there. And then it's I would probably stick with Orlando City at this point. They're really bad, but I like them. But I'd probably go Toronto. I don't know. The MLS is so hard because I have no bias. Because this is how I feel about with football. I have my team, Benfica. I bleed Benfica. If I support anybody else, it's because of the players that are there. I'm a player guy outside of my team. If people leave Benfica on good terms, I will ride with them till they retire. I mess with them. Even if they don't leave on the best of terms, I still ride with those players. Because it's like, you were on my team, I supported you once, I'll support you till I die. You put that badge on your chest, you're my boy. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who I'd support over here. I'd really have to like do some diving. Do a deep dive and figure out what I like and what I want to watch. I know I wouldn't support Inter Miami. That's the one I won't.
Okay.
Fuck Messi. CR7 till I die.
Or we can just dive balls first into the Philly Union.
Maybe.
Bro, I'm ready. I've been ready for years.
If I'm going to be a Philly sports fan, it'll be to the Union, and that's it. Alright, fine. I'll pick the Union.
I'll get him wearing red and white pinstripes one of these days.
My biggest regret is not being able to see Zlatan when he was over here, when he was playing for the Galaxy. Honestly, the Galaxy would be the team I pick, but that's just because they were the team that got every massive name. But yeah,
fucking LA.
Yeah.
Why is it always LA?
Money. Well, now it's Inter Miami. They just get every player because every player wants to come and play with Messi.
That's facts.
Yeah. But okay.
That was a joke about the LA Dodgers having everyone. So they let me down.
You were gonna win that, remember?
These games tortured me.
Why throw home? Just throw to first.
Why do you know what happened?
What did I tell you? I watch the games that matter. I don't care about the 162 game regular season or whatever the fuck it is. I care about elimination games.
It is 162 games.
Yeah, because I'm locked the fuck in. I'm a closeted baseball fan. I just care when the games matter. Shouldn't have got the bye.
Okay, but let's talk about that. The final 4 teams left in the playoffs, 3 of them have the bye. We're the only bye team that didn't make it.
Okay, but that's not the part of the bye is not the part of the equation that needs to be challenged. It's Philly on a bye needs to be challenged.
Yeah, because this team fucking sucks, apparently.
Exactly. The Phillies on a bye are not the Blue Jays on a bye. You understand what I'm saying?
Go Mariners, by the way.
Yankees lose. I even know the memes! No, I'm playing.
I hate you.
I'm locked in, bro. How do you not love Big Poppy? That's my boy.
I am Big Dumper. I am ready to fire everyone. No. I am ready to fire just about everyone. Here's the issue. We're locked in for a while on some of these contracts. And the big issue that happened in the playoffs, if you dissect the 4 games, one of which we did win, if you dissect the 4 games for the NLDS between the Phillies and the Dodgers, you will find one big, glaring issue.
Pitching.
I will kill you where you sit.
What?
Why can't anyone hit a ball on our team?
Yeah, I guess that fair.
was the problem. Our pitching was immaculate.
In the first game, I remember.
Our starters are immaculate, to be more specific.
But okay, still,
our bullpen.
Yes,
our bullpen leaves some.
A lot to be desired.
Leaves some to be desired.
If what's his name, Wheeler comes back, that kind of fixes. Is it what's his name?
His name is Wheeler. Yeah. He's another starter though.
I know, but
he's
that kind of
starting.
That
location.
helps that issue.
It helps that issue. I also think.
And the other guy's suspended. I forgot about that.
Alvarado. Yeah. I also think we have a really bad... Okay, listen. I'm going to just put out a disclaimer. I'm going to put out a lot of hate on a lot of players and a lot of people in the Phillies organization. I want them all to know I am very thankful for the last couple of years. We were very bad from 2012 to 2021. We were very bad. We were not... This isn't we got close and very... It's not like the Mets this year, who just missed the playoffs. We didn't have a sniff of the division or the playoffs during those years, and then all of a sudden we were in the World Series, and we've been playoff team ever since. That's great. And I admire that, and I'm hugely thankful for that. I need Rob Thompson to leave this team. I do not know why he made those pitching changes when he did. I do not know why he will not modify this lineup when it's clear that they will not hit a ball for some reason. I need something to change here. Because
it's bad when you're depending on Real Muto to show up for his 1-4 game where he actually remembers how to play baseball.
I would say that Real Muto was one of the only two consistent players.
I know, in this whole series, but that's what I'm saying. For you to depend on Muto, who only, what it feels like in the regular season, that he shows up like 1-5. Like, you play 5 games, 1 game he's good, the other 4 games, it feels like he's trash. He reminds me of, what's his name? He got the big contract. Old Philly. Black guy. Ryan Howard. Is that who I'm thinking of?
Maybe not.
After Ryan Howard got his last big contract, it was like really bad. Like his hitting percentage like plummeted, and it was like 1 in every 5.
That was because he got injured.
That too.
He never.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
The circumstances are different of why they went, but it feels like it's that point.
I would say Real Muto's not at that point yet, and I say that because I think I was talking to Ethan about this. Beef, my brother.
Big Beef.
And one of the things we were saying was Real Muto is not the best catcher in baseball anymore, but he's still very good. And his fielding, his defensive is still pretty up there, which is the main thing. Listen, right, I know we're living in the era of Big Dumper, Cal Rowley, who's a catcher hitting 50 to 60 home runs a season, and that's amazing. That's genuinely amazing. Catchers don't really do that because they're squatting 100 times in a game. Like, it's just how it is. I would like it if JT shows up at the bat for every game, but if he is serviceable, that's enough for me, because he is doing things at the plate that not everyone can do. He's still a top-tier catcher in this league, and it's why he is one of the few players that their contract expires with us this season, and we should probably make an effort to re-sign, because we're not prepared to lose him. We experimented with Marshawn this year. I don't think it worked out. Stubbs is... I like him. Anyway. we need JT for a few years to figure it out, unless we could somehow land Adley Rutschman, who I don't even know if his contract is up this year. And a bunch of people will just disagree with me on that, and that's fine. That might be up to a serviceable opinion. You probably don't even know who Adley Rutschman is.
Not a clue.
He's a catcher for the Orioles. He spent most of this year injured. A lot of Orioles players spent most of this year injured. That's why the Orioles were bad. People will disagree with that, and that's fine. But when your prime first baseman and your prime catcher are injured, and those are two of the stars of your team, it might have something to do with it. And then, you traded away the rest. As a good selling team does. Trade away the rest. Except for Gunnar Henderson for some reason. So, I appreciate JT at least trying. It seemed like the entire rest of the lineup, with the exception of one man who only played 1 game, and we will get to him. Oh no, he played 2 games, but we'll get to him. It seemed like the lineup was depending on Kyle Schwarber showing up.
Yeah.
Which is a problem. Like, I like Kyle Schwarber, and it's great that you hit 50 home runs in a season. Kyle Schwarber's one of my favorite players. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber's one of my favorite players. I don't know where he was for 3 out of these 4 games.
Yeah, I want to say in 3 of those 3 games, I don't think he got on base, did he?
Nope.
Yeah.
Except for the first game in LA where he hit a 455-foot home run, and that was apparently what needs to happen every game for everyone else to come alive, because everyone went crazy, and then couldn't hit the next game either.
That's the 8-2, right, or whatever it was. Y'all won?
Yeah,
8-3
like
or something.
Yeah. It might have been 8-4. That game
whatever it was.
That game was wild. That game was a fun game to watch. I don't know if we re-sign Kyle in the offseason.
Well, you're not going to, because you're going to sign Mike Trout.
I can now say.
I'm so ready for that era of Phillies baseball, where we don't re-sign who we should to get whenever, I don't know when Trout's deal's up, but whenever Trout is available, and then they just give him the house, and then you're just bad because he's injured and doesn't play.
I don't think we can.
I think you will.
Anyway, to explain the 3 contracts that we're locked into: Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Aaron Nola, we're locked into like 2030. We would either need someone to pick up their contract, and no one's going to. Like, we're locked in. It's just guaranteed money. And I'm pretty sure Trey and Bryce have no trade clauses anyway. So they would need to agree. So, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And it's fine, I guess. I'd love it if they showed up. Bryce doesn't do a lot at first. And Bryce doesn't need to do a lot at first. Yeah. That's the point of a first baseman.
What's the long hair greasy guy? What's his name? As soon as you,
bro, I need you to give me a little bit more than that.
He's got like a weird name. He starts. He's a starter.
Okay. Somewhere close to a position would help. Outfield, infield.
I want to say shortstop or second base.
Okay, Bryson Stott.
No, I don't think it's Stott.
Okay, Stott is second base. Turner is shortstop.
It's not Turner. Damn.
Alec Boehm is third.
No.
Brandon Marsh is center.
Marsh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of those guys have long hair, and they all look greasy.
Okay.
The difference is that Marsh has a beard.
Yeah, I like Brandon Marsh.
I think Brandon Marsh is a very entertaining person.
What does that mean?
Here's the problem with Brandon Marsh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love B. Marsh. That's
assume everyone from here on out, until I tell you otherwise, just assume that I have a problem with them deciding that they just can't hit some days. And we go on these weird streaks where we can only score 1 run in 9 innings. Which, as a winning division team who was second place in the entire of MLB in amount of wins, we probably should be able to score more than 1 run in a game. And this was an all-season problem, not just in the playoffs. It was just very apparent in the playoffs. Just assume that everyone has that issue until I tell you otherwise. The other problem with Brandon Marsh is, for some fucking reason, Rob Thompson wants him in center field.
Okay, yeah, that is where he was.
He's such a bad center fielder.
Oh, shit.
He's not a bad left fielder or a bad right fielder. He's a bad center fielder. When he's in center field, it almost feels like everyone else is trying to compensate a little bit. And it turns into these really weird things where Marsh is fielding a ball in, like, close center field, and he misses it or he almost catches it, and you see Trey Turner behind him. And it's like, Trey, you're supposed to be in the infield. Why are you back here? Were you trying to help him in closing gaps so he doesn't have to watch that much field? And if that's the case,
he shouldn't be there.
Why didn't anyone catch the ball then? Like, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Is it then the ball wasn't caught, or Marsh dived and dropped it, or like something happened, and it was like, well, Trey, if you're doing that, then why didn't you catch the ball? Because clearly you were fast enough to be there. Now, the reason why Marsh was in center field in these games is because the one exception to the rule, the person that we absolutely must sign this offseason, there is no exceptions. If there is one person that we can re-sign, it is this man, and I'm pretty sure we have a mutual option with him anyway, so we're probably going to keep him. We need to keep the one man who I think wants to win a World Series on this team. Harrison Bader is such a fucking stud.
I was sitting here, I'm like, the only person I will not accept slander for is Bader. Because when I watched that, I was literally, that's the perfect way to describe it. It felt like he was the only person trying to play winning baseball. I was like, yo, this dude is I want to go out and play baseball. Like, watching him play makes me want to play that dog shit sport, and it's fucking sick.
Bader is great. I love him. He did get minorly injured in the first game where he wasn't on a field. When they brought him in for the 4th game, it was hype. It was like, we're going to win because he's about to send us home. That didn't happen. He did waste like 20 pitches, though, off of the pitcher that they had in, which was sick. And he's a great center fielder. I don't think he's a better defensively center fielder than Rojas. I think it's close, but he is definitely a lot better at the plate.
Yeah.
And I just think if there's anyone that we need to make sure is on the team in 2026, it's Harrison Bader. Everyone else is up for discussion. Now, again, you should try to keep JT. I think there is reason to keep him because you're probably not getting someone of his stature right away. It'll be a couple years. Schwarber, you offered him a re-sign deal. You can offer it again. I wouldn't spend too much money on him. If New York... What? If New York wants to pay $1 billion for 10 more years of Kyle Schwarber, then that last 7 years, they deserve the hell that they get. Because I don't...
Which New York?
I'm talking about the Mets. Because the Mets were joking about it. It's like, oh, we're going to steal him out from under you. And it was like, fucking...
Go ahead.
What do you think you're going to get? Like,
one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Like, because here's the thing. Even if... And, again, Kyle Schwarber really improved his stock over the past season. And that's great. He's older. You're only going to have a couple more years with him. Nick Castellanos can get the fuck out of my city. I need him gone. And I think he is gone. Ranger Suarez, I would love to see him come back. I think, genuinely, this is a genuine thought that I have. A genuine thing about my team that I believe, and I believe this to be true, and everything in the playoffs, I still believe it. I think we have the best starting rotation pitching in baseball. Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Ranger Suarez, Jesus Luzardo, Christopher Sanchez. I think that is the best. I don't think any rotation tops it. Now, our bullpen's kind of shit. But that's not what I'm talking about.
There you go.
When they... Again, like, you watch the games. You've seen what our starting pitchers do.
Yeah.
Like...
What's his face? Sanchez really impressed me. That first game, he was lights the fuck out.
Yeah.
And he still lost.
Well, we have to get runs to win.
Yeah, you have to play offense, right?
Yeah, our starting... I believe we have Sanchez for a few more years on his contract. Luzardo might be up, and we should keep him because he's good and younger and could continue. Wheeler, I think we only have one more year left on his contract, but supposedly he's retiring afterwards, so there's no keeping him anyway. Nola we have till 2030, which is fine. He started his decline, but we'll see. Ranger Suarez is one of my personal favorites that I would like to see stay. We might lose him just because he might be expensive.
And then, what is it? Who's left? Alvarado?
Well, those are our
yeah, the starters. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Our bullpen.
Is he the only guy worth a damn in the bullpen?
No. Our two... Technically, we have more than two closers. I am going to act like we only have two closers. Because... Let's talk about one of the other ones. Let's talk about Jordan Romano. We're going to talk about Jordan Romano by not talking about Jordan Romano. Who didn't even make the postseason roster, by the way.
Oof.
Yeah, it was bad. We can talk about Taijuan Walker a little bit, just a little bit. He was supposed to be our fifth starter. He's not our fifth starter. He now serves the bullpen. And you know what? He's not bad. I think we pay him too much to be the bullpen because we pay him a starting pitcher's pay. But he was not reliable as a starting pitcher. As a starting pitcher, after the third or fourth inning, it goes to shit. And the way our bullpen is, we kind of need you to pitch at least 6. So... But you know what? You put him in the 7th, he can get 7th done. It's not bad. He might struggle a little bit in the 8th if you keep him in too long, but that's why you need a good manager to be able to pick up the slack.
Ooh.
They're strong and Kirkring. They're fine. I wish I could say they were good. They're fine. And then you have Alvarado, who's good. I like Alvarado. I've seen a lot of good stuff from him. It's a shame that he took those weight loss pills. And it's not funny, but it's funny. And I think he's good, and I hope that we get better with him next year. I don't think his contract is up. At least I hope it's not. And then there's Duran. Duran's also insanely good. He, in the last game, there is the issue. There were 2 big blunders in the last game. One is the one that you referenced earlier. That was a Ryan Kirkring, by the way, who was on the mound. Okay. And then there was the Duran walk. I understand that Duran did walk in that run. However, I want to make something perfectly clear. Shohei Ohtani had not hit a ball and gotten on base within his entire postseason plate appearances by that point. So why the fuck did Rob Thompson intentionally walk him? You don't do that, those bases are not loaded.
Yeah.
And you maybe just strike Ohtani out. And then there's your last out.
Yeah, like they have been doing.
Yeah, like that's it. That's the whole thing. Again, did you watch game 1 from first pitch?
Yes.
Okay, so you watched Christopher Sanchez dog walk Ohtani.
I did. I watched him fucking dig him all day.
Is it not great?
I was like, damn. And it feels bad for Shohei because
No, I don't.
Bro
is the face of MLB. I don't.
Do we really hate the face of the league?
No, okay. Sorry. Let me put this up.
There's nothing about Shohei. I love Shohei. I'm like, I like you.
Here's my, honest of it. I don't hate Shohei. I think he's a great player. I think he is deserving of the player of the generation, whatever. They like to act like Aaron Judge too. That shit I don't believe. I do believe that Shohei Ohtani is that top tier, big ticket guy.
You're hating, but okay.
I agree with that about Shohei. I don't hate him. I think he is lauded as one of the greatest, and I think he proves it. He goes out there and he plays good ball. But, ain't it great to see your team just completely Shohei can't play ball in Citizens Bank Park for some reason. It's hilarious.
Well, who won?
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
I say we were so focused on taking out Shohei, the rest of the team beat you, so who really won? Wes Welker gets double teamed, so Julian Edelman is open across the middle. That's all I'm trying to say. You make choices as a team, as a coach. You eliminate the stars, and you make everybody else beat you. I'm not of that thought process. I would much rather have a star try to beat me than depend on a team to not show up. There are very few circumstances where I would do that.
Yeah. It's just fine. I think there's so many ways to put it when it comes to especially the last game. What if they don't intentionally walk Shohei and Duran just gets that last out? Duran, who I would say is our ace closer, he gets the big entrance. And what an entrance it is. He gets the big entrance, he gets the pyrotechnics, he was a big trade deadline deal.
Yeah.
And he's good. He is good.
He's very good.
So, and you can say that. You can say, what if Kirkring didn't caught up in the moment and saw JT telling him what to do? But, you can't win if you don't score the runs.
Yeah, facts.
It is...
Yeah, the best defense in the world.
There was also a bad ref... There was also a bad on-call in that fourth game as well. That you can say changed the thing of it. It just all comes down to the fact that the bats weren't there. The bats need to be there. So let's fire the bats and get new ones that maybe can do it. Stott, Marsh, and Bohm are all under team control still for a few more years. Don't trade them for just anyone. Don't just trade them to trade them. Try to get someone. But be open to it.
You gotta keep Marsh.
No, you don't. I think he... The only one I feel like I want gone is Bohm, and the only reason why I say that is because I feel like he's not... I feel like Stott does a good job at second defensively. I think Marsh does a bad job defensively in center. But if you do the game where Bader's in center and Marsh is in left, it works.
Yeah.
So I don't hate that. I feel like Bohm doesn't do that much at third the way that he could be. I've seen Bohm do a lot of defensive flubs, and he's a bat that's not showing up. So, but again,
back him up.
Don't trade him for just no one. You can get... There's people, you can trade him for someone. There's plenty of infielders in the MLB. There's plenty of teams that will sell for considerations. Let's be honest here. We're at the bottom of the draft every year at this point. Maybe there are some teams that want that first round draft pick, that second. Maybe we can get someone good from these teams that are selling. Cardinals are bad. Cardinals got a pretty good infielder named Brendan Donovan. Orioles got a pretty good infielder named Gunnar Henderson. The Reds are doing good, but they got a really good infielder named Ellie De La Cruz. I just
love a De La Cruz.
There's Brewers have a pretty good first baseman that didn't make their postseason roster because of injury. They got a pretty good first baseman that used to play for us, and I don't know if he's down to play third or if maybe he wants to rotate DH with Harper, but could give Reese a call. I think his contract's actually just up.
Wait, let me hit you with the Costner.
I actually don't hate the idea of if we lose Kyle. calling Reese up and signing him on to not along. Don't pay him $1 million to be here for 10 years. Good fucking Lord.
They will. Baseball.
And having him and Harper rotate first in DH. Because that means that when Harper wants to do his Bryce Harper thing and say that he has wrist tightness, we can just say, okay, you can hit today. And Reese can take first.
Whatever works.
You also have a man named Ottoman. His name is not Ottoman. His name is Otto.
Okay, I was like...
There's also a man named Otto Kemp that I think is just really good, and you can slot him pretty much anywhere. It'd be nice to give him more of a solid position, like third or right field, because we're not going to have Castellanos, but...
We are done with Bohm. That's what I'm getting from
I'm
this
ready
chat.
to trade Bohm for someone. Gotta trade for someone good.
Yep, and extend Marsh.
If I woke up and I saw transaction, this works for Marsh, Bohm, or Stott, has been traded for cash considerate or something, I would be very upset. I think there are value in those players because they're all also young. There's value in that. They're just not showing it now, and
some people need to change the scenery.
Our window's either closing or closed, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's closed.
There's
too many really good players to be closed.
There's going to be a couple of years. I think we're hitting the point now where, as long as Middleton, the owner, makes and the general, you know what this is, makes good choices in the front office or however you want to do it, keeps good people at least good, like Rob Thompson or greater, around instead of the managers we had in the 2010s. Then I think no matter what, we're going to be pretty good because Middleton's willing to spend the money. Unless this lockout happens and we end up with a salary cap, which I'm not against. I'm just aware of how MLB works and about how they're not just going to let that happen.
Yeah.
Then it's clear teams that are like that are never really bad. It just doesn't happen. The LA Dodgers are never bad. Sometimes they're mismanaged, but they're willing to pay that money. They're never going to be bad. There might be a few years, like 2028, 2029, where Bryce and Trey have gone completely downhill, but we are stuck with them because these are the contracts that we have. But even then, we might be serviceable with some other guys. That was going to be a really loud rant, and it ended up just being a long, rambling session.
Sometimes you just need to get it out.
I am pretty heartbroken over this one.
It's pretty bad. It's a bad way to lose.
This feels like it was the last gasp, and I'm sure it's not. I'm sure we'll run a solid season next year. It just feels... I think it's because we didn't get anywhere. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
Yeah, we didn't get anywhere. We got the congratulations, you won the division, now go away now. Didn't get anywhere. Didn't get to the NLCS and lose to the Brewers.
You gonna enjoy that hat you bought?
It's up there.
Fucking bullshit.
I was thinking about that when I was looking at them, and I was just like, I got all these Phillies hats, all these Eagles hats, and only the Eagles hats say World Champion on them. I still love the championship hat line, but it does show a little bit. It's just like we don't have a pennant. We have one pennant over the past couple of years. We don't have a pennant over this one or the last one or the one before. We have the division, which is cool. That does show something because the Mets and Braves have been formidable the past couple of years. But
now you won a division where nobody else in your division made the playoffs. So is it really that big a deal?
That was a lot of fun. Mets were close, man.
Yeah.
It was down to the wire.
Yeah, well, yeah. Who cares? So, speaking of other disappointments and former world champions.
See, here's the thing, right? I had all this happening with the Phillies. And then the same day of one of these games, I'm thinking, it's Thursday night. I took the Eagles in our game. Surely this is going to be the win. It's crushing disappointment, but I kind of saw it coming. It's the Giants, though. Surely this is going to be fine. Bro, what the fuck?
You lost to CT Scataboo, bitch. God damn.
What does Polly Market call him? The blonde hair of Times Square?
Something, bro.
Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo. The Giants might be for real. I don't know. They need time. Yeah. It's unpopular opinion, but I think the Giants just need to keep Brian Daboll and not fire him, but I think they'll end up firing him at the end of this year. Unless he does magic again like he did the first year he got there. I don't know. The Giants are very confusing. Their defense should be so much better than what it is with the pieces that they have. And as soon as that clicks, I think they become a crazy team. But they also lost their number one receiver, who's, I think you can make an argument for top 5, not saying I would, but definitely a top 10 receiver in the league. And he's went out for the season with ACL, so. But they still love Wan'Dale Robinson. And they love giving him the ball, and he continues to play well. So, and Philly's dog ass. So I don't know what's going on.
We didn't just lose. We barely scored.
Yeah. So I've been a very vocal Jalen Hurts defender.
Oh no.
I gotta put my hands up. He didn't look good on Thursday, but I still think he's a top 5 quarterback. I'm not going to forget about their Super Bowl performances. When he needs to, he can. I think this is just reminds me of the season where they were undefeated and then lost 6 straight and then lost in the first round to the Bucs. I think there's a locker room issue. I don't think that the A.J. Brown talk is talk anymore. I think it's for real. And I'm worried for you guys because A.J. Brown is very good. And everybody loves Devontae Smith. I love Devontae Smith. Everybody who tries to tell me the Eagles have 2 number 1s at their 1 and 2 wide receiver position. If A.J. Brown gets traded, you'll see that you had a 2 at your 2 position because Devontae is not a number 1. He's not close. Personal opinion, I also believe my opinion is correct. So, I like Devontae a lot. I think he's the best number 2 in the league. He's better than T. Higgins. He can't be your 1. And with the fall off of Dallas Goedert, and I don't think you guys will bring him back. That passing attack goes from one of the best in the league to who are we throwing the ball to? But it's Philly. Howie Roseman will steal a number 1 receiver from a team for an 8th round pick and a bucket of popcorn. So as long as Howie Roseman's there, the Eagles will be good.
Oddly enough, that's the same trade I offered the Phillies for Bryson Stott.
8th round pick
and a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah.
Which are refillable at Citizens Bank Park, so bang for your buck there.
There you go.
Sometimes they look like that one.
But yeah, it was a rough game. You need to bounce back. I think you guys have a bye this week. Is that true?
No, I think we just have a long.
You have a long week, right? You had 14 days off.
Yeah, something like that. Well, okay, not 14 days, but something like that. Yeah, because we
played Thursday.
Yeah,
and then you play.
So we probably.
Oh no, you do play on Sunday. So you had a 10-day break.
Yeah.
Play the Vikings. We can bounce back against the Vikings.
We just played the Giants, right?
And the Giants just beat the Kansas City Chiefs a week before that, did they not?
Yeah, but that's the 2025 Chiefs.
Who have been in every game that they're in. And they didn't. They lost to the Saints before that.
I would agree. They have been in every game that they've been in.
They have, in fact. They beat the Chargers. And they beat the Chiefs. And they beat you. So, they've beaten 3 good teams. I don't know. It's very hard. Very hard to see how anything's going to go, especially this early.
Is it 3? I thought it was 2.
What?
Are the Giants not 4 and 2?
No, they're 3 and 3.
Or other one. 2 and 5. I could have swore they had the opposite.
No, because they beat the Chiefs, they beat you, and they beat the Chargers.
I swore they were the opposite of the Eagles' record going into this game.
Well, then, yeah. They would have been 2 and 4 then. Maybe they're 3 and 4 or 3 and 3.
Okay, well, they lost to the Chiefs, would be.
They did? I thought they beat the
No,
Chiefs.
it was 22-9.
Oh. So who beat the Chiefs that shouldn't have beat the Chiefs? Everybody.
The Jaguars beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, but I kind of expected that.
And the Chargers beat the Chiefs. And the Bears, but that was in the preseason, so it doesn't count.
Anybody give a fuck about the Bears?
How's your Bears doing?
Dog ass. Fuck that team.
You're gonna go see them tonight.
I am live.
Are you excited?
No. No. I told Dad, I said, as soon as it gets to a 3-touchdown lead, I would like to go home. I would much rather the Commanders win than the Bears win, which I know is crazy. But because I know if the Commanders win, my dad will still find a way to say that they were horrible. But if they lose, then I have to listen to, I told you, I know this team. This team sucks. They don't have any good players. Jaden Daniels is a twig. He shouldn't run, and he's horrible. And I don't want to. I would much rather it just be, well, we got lucky a bunch, and you guys had a missed interception. I'd deal with that than my team is dog ass. The one that's won 15 games in the last year and a half. So
The one that went to the
NFC Championship game
with a rookie quarterback.
The
Yeah.
last time I was there, 2010. It's 2025. It's more than half of my life.
You know the last time I was there was?
Last year.
You're damn right.
Oh, we'll see if you make it back.
Okay. Let's be candid here. It's 2 losses. I'm pretty sure we have a better record now than we did at this point in the season last year.
I think maybe by a game, but I think it's the same. I want to say you went 2-2, and then maybe you went. Yeah, because you didn't lose many games after that.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't pay attention to these things. I'm just in an Eagles fan group that feeds me propaganda.
Facts.
Hell yeah, it's my way to consume football.
But I'm trying to think, like, with the Eagles faltering, who are the other good teams in the NFC that are going to take control? I do not believe in the 49ers. They will lose in the playoffs. They always do.
I took the 49ers for 1 week and they let me down, so I'm on board with you there.
I think the Rams look better than you. I think the Bucks look better than you. I think you got very lucky with an uncharacteristic Baker turning the football over performance. And it wasn't necessarily even Baker's fault. It was, I want to say, one of them I know was tipped. So, without all the turnovers, I think the Bucks made it really close.
Can you? Well, I will wait. Let me look through this list and see if I can give you anyone else.
I think it's just the Rams and the Bucks. I don't think the Commanders are better than you.
What about
I don't. What?
Lions?
Uh,
There is the obvious one, but I was saving that one for last.
I don't know, man, with the Lions. Like, I want to believe in the Lions, but there's just something. It's just something that doesn't sit right with me with the Lions. Like, I don't think the Lions are better than the Rams. I think the Rams and the Bucks are both comfortably better than them. I think you guys are very close. If you would go off performances this year, you would probably say the Lions are better. But if I'm going to go off of history and what I believe in each team, I would say if the Eagles played the Lions today, they'd win. But it's close.
What about your absolute favorite team in the NFL?
There's not another good NFC North team, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Packers aren't good, bro. I don't care what their record says. I watched them play games. They play too many bad teams close. They're not good. They lost to the Browns. They're not good.
We're the Cleveland Browns.
Like,
I've been to their field.
before it was what it is now.
It's not a great stadium, but that's not what this is
It's
about.
also Cleveland and the city in general.
Yeah. Easiest time I've ever had getting out of a parking lot after an event, though. I'll give you
there was
that.
12 people there.
It was a decently sold out event, but it wasn't football, so it doesn't matter.
25. Are we doing the weekly roundup? Do we have the mechanical part of this bit?
No, what are some games you want to talk about? Because I'm not going through every game for the past 2 weeks.
No, we just do this week. We missed a week. It is what it is. We'll just do this week just passed.
Well, like genuinely, are there games from either this past week or the week before that you
Lions and Chiefs I want to talk about.
Okay.
Buccaneers, 49ers I want to talk about. I got a little bit to say about everything.
Okay.
I could just be quick, but we started a bit. Gotta commit to the bit.
I was trying to make an exception because it's a bit of a weird situation this episode.
Yeah.
But I can. Give me a second. Let me get it loaded up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
We already talked about Eagles Giants.
Yes.
So I'll start with Broncos and Jets.
Sure.
Broncos. Okay. Justin Fields is bad. I was wrong. Week 1 I said he's looking really good. He's not good. Broncos can't put together an offense. Like, they are crazy defensively. Their offense can't figure it out. They either can't run or Jackson Dart is bad. Not Jackson Dart. Bo Nix is bad. I don't know what's going on. Done with that one. Seahawks, Jaguars. Seahawks are going to be good. Sam Darnold is legit. Jacksonville, Jacksonville. Chargers, Dolphins. Chargers will always have the Chargers curse where they will mess up their own prosperity. And the Dolphins continue to put up points. The Dolphins need to blow it up. It's over. Pack it up. Fire your coach. Sell everybody. Get picks. Restart. Rams, Ravens, I didn't see any of. Ravens are really bad without Lamar Jackson. Kind of very simple. And their defense is really bad. And their corners are old and bad. It sucks. That's another team that you might have to blow it up, which is going to be sad. Not get rid of Lamar, but... And use Derrick Henry. You're going to pay him all that money. Use him. Cardinals, Colts. Every week when I'm like, you know what? Actually, the Colts are good, and I'm going to buy in. They play a bad team really, really close. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? But I don't know if the Cardinals are bad or, like, I don't know. The Cardinals confuse me too. Because they have a really good quarterback and they have really good pieces, and then one week they'll put up 2 points. Like, I don't get it. But the Colts are good because they continue to win close games, which is a sign of a good team. What are we at? Cowboys, Panthers?
I don't have the list in front of me.
Okay. Cowboys, Panthers. Cowboys, I love to see them lose.
Same.
Let's thank the Panthers this week. Everybody.
Yes, thank the
We're going to
Panthers.
send $5 to the owner. Help them pay for something.
Tanner's covering my $5.
I am, so I'm going to send 10. Patriots, Saints. Patriots are quietly a good team. Drake May might be it, but I'm still not convinced. Other people have bought in. I haven't bought in. Browns versus Steelers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. Titans versus Raiders. Raiders finally got a win. They only had to play a college football team. Moving on. That's all I have to say. Bengals, Packers. Joe Flacco making his debut. He got traded midweek.
Hell yeah.
From the Browns to the Bengals. Had a very decent game. It was 29 for 45, 219, 2 touchdowns. Decent. I didn't see him do anything egregious. He spread the ball out, and it was fine. It's just the Bengals are bad without Joe Burrow.
We're a Joe Flacco fanboy podcast.
Oh, 100%. Delaware alum. Go Blue Hens. What do I have left? Okay. Lions, Chiefs. Whew. There was a brawl at the end of this game.
Hell yeah. Real football.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where I sit on this. I love to see people get mad and people actually fight. But, like, fight for a game. After the game's over and just fighting, I don't necessarily get it. But also, when you get beat by 2 scores, I don't... Like, it's... All right, bro. If it was close, I get it, I think, more. But you shouldn't be fighting. That's the simple end of it. And then we have the 2 games tonight. Bills, Falcons. Should be a blowout to the Bills. I'm sure they'll find a way to fuck that up. And then Bears, Commanders will be a slaughter. I'm gonna predict the Bears game 63-9. I think the Bears lose 63-9. I wouldn't bet your house on it. And now, the one game I wanted to talk about, Buccaneers 49ers.
I've been glazing this dude for like 4 years. 3-4 years. How good I think he is. Even when the league didn't want him. And he started with the Panthers, got cut, went to the Rams. I have always liked Baker Mayfield. And I think he is the truth. And he's proven that he is the truth. Zach, if we keep going like this, Baker Mayfield is going to have an NFL MVP. He's the best quarterback in the league right now. It's not close. He is playing out of his mind. He's so good with the extra effort play. He just is a football player. Like, Baker Mayfield is a movie character from a football movie. Like, he just is him. He really is just him. Like, I love Baker. I'm going to take my Baker Mayfield Chicago jersey with me tonight. I'm going to also wear my ex-football jersey. I'm taking both. I'm going to figure out what I want to wear when I get there. I love Baker Mayfield. I think he's amazing. He is phenomenal. And Emeka Egbuka is a magician. The fact that they don't have Mike Evans and they are still winning these games is nuts. I love the Buccaneers. I am on the Buccaneers' back. And only because Baker Mayfield is there. You know how much I love Baker Mayfield? If he signed to the Green Bay Packers, I wouldn't hate him. We're going to lose so bad.
You asked for this.
We're going to get killed.
You asked for this.
I did. Ah! Do we have anything else? Do we have any news for this impromptu episode of Mayhem and Destruction?
Pokemon ZA comes out this Thursday.
Yeah, it does. It comes out this week.
I'm hella excited.
Have you seen the leaks?
I have. I stopped
mega
looking.
leaks?
I've seen so many leaks, I stopped looking at the leaks because I felt like I was spoiling everything. Can we talk about my favorite, stupidest fucking Mega Evolution I've ever seen?
We've already talked about Melon.
That I absolutely... No, the other one. That I absolutely adore.
What?
Mega Totodile.
What?
You haven't seen Mega for Alligator?
No.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, when you said Totodile, I'm like, there's a Mega for a first stage?
I'm so excited that I get to be the one who shares this with you. So, I will say this. I think out of the three, I think that Emboar's actually looks the best. But I think...
I told you that, too.
I think Totodile's has me absolutely rolling.
Has you in a chokehold?
And I'm saying Totodile for a very specific reason. So this is what he looks like normal.
And then the thing comes down. I've kind of seen that. I saw one picture of that. And you like that?
I think it's hilarious.
You like that?
That's how he looks in battle.
I love that.
He just looks like Mega Totodile.
Embor looks so fucking sick.
Embor does look fucking sick.
Oh, we're getting another Absol.
Supposedly, yeah, the leaks for the DLC.
And another Garchomp. Maybe they'll do it right this time.
I'm pretty sure we're getting
Same thing with Lucario. Maybe we'll get something more interesting. Oh, they want me to play this game. I'm just looking at... If the data mine is correct, I see here they have Golurk, a Tannermon.
Yeah.
Crabominable, Tanner Pokemon. Golisopod, Tanner Pokemon.
And then the one at the very end.
Baxcalibur.
Yeah, I've seen it. Now, supposedly that list is for the DLC.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Just making sure you're aware of that. The game looks cool.
Oh my god, Mega
it's,
Baxcalibur.
It's the game is hitting shelves. People are playing it, so we're getting actual footage out. It looks good.
I will tell you this. There's not much that could get me to play this game, right? I've pretty much come to that terms with that. If they show me Mega Baxcalibur, and it continues on the Godzilla thing, and it's just burning Baxcalibur, like burning Godzilla, and it's one of the other Godzilla forms, or it's like Space Godzilla, and they give him like the crystal. I'll buy the fuck out of everything. Like I'll buy everything. I will be so locked in. Oh my god! But I'll also say this: if they fuck that shit up and make it ass, I'm not buying nothing.
I was going to do something. I prepared to do something, and then I found out that I can't do what I wanted to do. So I'm going to show you what I was going to do anyway, and then I will just talk about how sad I am.
Oh no.
This is Junior.
Ew.
So, Junior is a Fennekin. That's why he said ew. I did the things, and I traded up my Pokemon from my copy of Y into Home and into Scarlet and Violet. So Junior is the son of my original starter. And I did this with the intention of them putting him into ZA so my team can be descended of. But ZA is not going to have Pokemon Home compatibility until, like, Pokemon Day in 2026, I think.
Okay, yeah.
That's the estimated time.
Yeah, Arceus did. So, Arceus did.
So, I'm annoyed, but it is what it is, I guess. So, I'm not doing that like I thought I was. So, that's a whole thing. I don't know. I finished Season 1 of Pokemon Horizons. We'll probably talk about that at some point. I did enjoy it. It is a positive review. I think there's like a weird storytelling thing I'm not big on, but...
That might just be anime.
It could be.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really is, but it might be. So, like... In most storytelling, like long-form storytelling, so like anime ideally does this. And the animes that I've seen have done this in a way. Most of the time. But like everything, like books, TV shows, movies, everything. If you have multiple of them, normally in a series, and they're connected, you have a series goal. You have the goal that you're accomplishing throughout the entire series. But when you're breaking it up into smaller segments, a lot of times you have a goal that you're accomplishing in that segment. So they set up, at the beginning of Season 1, they set up some goals. And it's, in layman's terms, to spoil but to not spoil. Roy, which is the boy, wants to battle and catch this Rayquaza, which is not as weird as it seems. He has Rayquaza's Pokeball. He just kind of has to convince it to come with him, not actually catch it. And Liko just wants to figure out what's going on with her pendant. We figure out what's going on with the pendant about halfway through. And halfway through the first season, that's when they gave us kind of the series goal, which is you need to meet these 6 Pokemon, which Rayquaza is one of them. Meet these 6 Pokemon, convince them to go with you, and then you can go to this Lockwa, which her pendant that's actually Terapagos wants to go. So like that's our clear series goal. By the way, that reveal that the pendant being Terapagos was revealed before Terapagos was revealed for the game, which I love it when the anime does that.
Shout out to the OG.
They did that.
Ho-Oh.
They did it with Ho-Oh. Loved it when they did it with Ho-Oh. I love it for Terapagos. It's such a cool thing.
No, I'm not going to make that hot take. Yeah, I am. Ho-Oh is the greatest Pokemon of all time. Ho-Oh is the most Pokemon of all time.
Okay.
I love Ho-Oh. I'm tired of the disrespect.
So we get to the end of Season 1, and it's clear that the series is supposed to culminate with them getting to this place and taking Terapagos to Lockwa. That's just how it feels built. So it's clear that the goal that we're setting up, that we're working towards this entire season, is convince Rayquaza to come with us. We meet other of the Pokemon, not all 6, but we meet other of them. They come with us. It's clear that like we're building to this thing. That just doesn't happen. They run into Rayquaza, they battle it, and then it fucks off. And it just leaves. And they don't set up another goal at some point. They literally accomplished nothing in the season finale. And I mean this completely, if I did not enjoy every other aspect of that show, I don't think I would have started season 2. Luckily, I enjoyed everything else about that show because the characters are a lot of fun. The Pokemon are characters, which seems
that's
like a weird
just annoying
thing to say.
shit the anime does when they know they have a season 2.
Yeah.
When you know you don't have to wrap up everything, like he'll come back. They will do.
Yeah, like they're like the plot demands that they catch him, so they have to. But it's just. Yeah. It's just if you weren't going to do that, I feel like you should be setting something else up to wrap, because it's just good storytelling.
Yeah.
You end this part.
I'll rap for you.
Okay.
Cubo Diglett. I just started the Pokemon rap, imagine.
But yeah, that show's really good.
I'm sure I won't watch it.
No, I
know I won't, but I'll be like, oh, I'll watch it.
I'm actually surprised.
Then I'll watch Digimon. I'll be like, yo, this shit is just better, bro.
I'm surprised I got that as invested to it as I have. First of all, One of my favorite. So they're on a ship with this traveling squad, and they spend a lot of time. Not a lot of time, but they in little amounts build up this one character. I'm like, I really like that character. I think she's really cool and she's really interesting and she's relatable and that's cool. And they promote her to main squad in the second season. She's like in every episode.
We love her.
And that's fantastic. The episodes where they catch their Pokemon are also just really fun. And I think they had me not crying, but like if this episode doesn't end with this Pokemon joining them, I will be so upset. Because they don't always catch the Pokemon at the end of the episode. You know how, like, in the original one, you can kind of tell when they're catching a Pokemon?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, like this ends with them coming with them. You know, that, like the Charmander-esque episode of, like, okay, like, they're not separating these two. The first time they did that, I was like, oh, so the Wattrel's coming with them. That makes sense, and the Wattrel does go with them. Then they had an episode about... It was some stupid small little Pokemon, and the Pokemon then goes. They leave, and I'm like, oh, that just seemed like it was a catch-up thing. And then Liko catches her Hatena, and it's like, okay. And then we had the weird dolphin one that's in Paldea. They do a whole thing with Palafin. I'm like, okay. And Palafin stays and doesn't go with them. And there's a thing with not Sinisty, Poltegeist. And it's like, well, she's on the ship. Sometimes she won't be here, though. And it's like, okay. A lot of these feel like they should be catching them, but they're not. Because the big thing with this group is that Pokemon kind of live among us, and they're kind of wild Pokemon on the ship. And they're really only catching Pokemon if the Pokemon wants to be part of their team.
Yeah. How it should be.
And then they introduce Tinkatink.
Not Tinkatink. We love a Tinkatink.
So, Dot's character is that she's a shut-in in her room, but is also secretly the streamer character. Like, wears a bodysuit, so you can't tell it's her. Tinkatink, we all know Tinkatink. We love Tinkatink. She's always finding metal, making hammers. So, Dot's microphone breaks. So, Dot goes with Liko and Roy out of the room and a venture outside of the room to go to this town to buy a new mic. While she buys a mic, and while going through the stalls there, finds a really old vintage microphone. It's like, this would be a great prop for my streams. So she buys it and runs into a Tinkatink who gets a hold of it and starts making it into a hammer. Dot just throws the hands up, whatever, and leaves. Tinkatink finishes this microphone hammer, and I'm like, this is the coolest set piece. That better be Dot's next Pokemon. Because at this point, Dot already catches Quaxley. She gets the Quaxley. They all get Paldean starters because that's how this works. Have you ever watched a Pokemon anime before? That's how it works.
That's how it goes.
It follows her to the ship, and it potentially messes up all this metal that they just bought to fix the ship. And the metal's missing, and then it's a whole we're all trying to catch this Tinkatink, and then Dot finds out, it's like, I don't think it did this. It just doesn't seem like what it is. Like, look, it still has the microphone hammer. Clearly it likes that hammer. And just the way that it's all going, I was like, if this Tinkatink leaves this fucking ship and does not end up in a Pokeball, I might cry. That doesn't happen. She catches the Tinkatink, but like, it's just, I was getting angry. I was like, I swear to fucking God, if they outcast this poor fucking Pokemon that imprints on Dot for some fucking reason. And then Dot joins the actual main cast in season 2, and it's pretty much them doing the plot of Scarlet and Violet.
Sick.
I would say Scarlet, because they go to the Orange Academy and not the purple one.
Good. The correct one.
Please.
Bro, you're just wrong, bro. Our box legendaries and our fucking, what do you call that? Paradox Pokemon are just better than yours. In literally every way.
I literally have Mechagodzilla.
And that shit is ass.
This is my only argument.
Okay, you have one good one.
I actually do like Miraidon over Koraidon.
Yeah, and you're the only person that has ever said that out loud.
And that's where it really starts to fall off.
Because Koraidon is the correct answer. Everybody likes Koraidon. I'm not crazy this time. I finally was like, oh, I like all this, so that means everybody hates this. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm right. For the first time ever in Pokemon, the Pokemon I like, people like.
No, on the whole, if you put all of the irons and all
Hold
of the
up.
cavemen together, you are correct.
Actually, there's an argument that there is one iron that is top 3. Iron Bundle is fire.
And that's where we ended.
You're crazy. You don't like Iron Bundle? You don't like Iron Delibird?
Why is Iron Bundle the one that you stand on?
Because it's Delibird Iron. Delibird is already him.
This is one of those things where, like, they say, and people doubt this. I see people online doubt this where they're like, do you really think that every Pokemon is someone's favorite? Yes. Because this motherfucker likes Delibird.
Delibird is the GOAT. When he used to show up, when you play like Pokemon Channel, and he show up with whatever you ordered off the shop channel, you'd be like, "Yo, what's up, Delibird?" He'd be like, "Wah," and then he fucking dip.
See?
And then he comes back later. He's like, "Wah," and then he dips again. I love Delibird, bro. He be healing your people on the other side and shit.
I do agree with you. On the whole, the Scarlet Paradoxes are better than the Violet Paradoxes. Because, like, I like the Tyranitar. I like the...
I don't like the way the Tyranitar looks.
Not Gardevoir or Gallade or whichever one it is.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be both. Yeah.
And then I do like Miraidon, and
all the other ones are bad.
Yeah, I don't care if...
Like, I'm a Volcarona stan. The other Slitherwing is so much better than yours.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I can't even think of the other ones that you have. Like, it's just Iron Bundle. Oh, yeah, your Donphan is horrible. Yeah, they're all bad, bro.
Yeah, no, I do just agree with you.
It's just Iron Bundle for me. I think the Tyranitar looks bad. There's so much better you could have done with that. It's too smooth. Iron Hands is kind of cool. The Hariyama one is alright. I'll give that.
I don't care for Iron Hands either. Or Iron Julius.
I think it might be Iron Hands is just because I think he's really good. I think competitively he's really good, so people really like him. But I think the design is just cool. It's the only one that I'm like.
But it is what it is. I got trades, so I have all of them anyway. So it don't matter.
Big facts.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all we got?
I think so.
All right. This is a good episode.
Yeah. Who knows when anything is coming out this week?
Yeah, my bad. Rest in peace. Go Bears!
You guys are so fucking losing that game.